I know blessings are coming my way. The scariest thing happened this morning. I feel bummy. Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to the 11th day of Vlogmas. I'm just checking in the same shirt that I had on yesterday. I got done twisting my son here. We're doing a mad dash to school. It is 7:41. Little is at school. Big's about to be there in a minute. I'm tired. It's still raining. My foot hurts. I'm laughing, but I'm really in pain, y'all. These sharp pains that keep shooting through my foot are no punk. And honestly, I don't know what to do at this point. I'm going to call my orthopedist again after 8 o'clock and see what's up. But it's taking over my entire everything. And I can't function. I dropped off Lil and Big successfully. Yes. By the skin of my teeth. I don't know, did my power glitch or what? But my alarm did not go off. But my body wakes up at a certain time anyway, so their clothes were already laid out and everybody was ready to go. So I stayed up till probably 11:30 or so doing my son's hair. He went to bed because he goes to bed about 11 o'clock anyway. Cut, shampooed, conditioned, and retwisted. And I washed his do-rag. I don't think you know how lucky he is that he has his own personal hairstylist at his beck and call. The scariest thing happened this morning about 10 minutes ago. So I'm riding down the main state highway to go drop off my oldest son. And it's a 2-lane road. There aren't street lights all up and down the road because it's not necessarily a street. It's a road. It's a rural road at that. When it's early in the morning like this, it's not the brightest. If y'all can see in the background, it's still kind of dusky looking. And then today it's cloudy too. So when there's tree cover, it gets pretty dark. I see some big and black across the road. And I'm like, you know how you see something and it take a minute to register? And I was like, that wasn't a deer, because that whatever that was like either extremely dark brown or almost black. Y'all, is a goddamn horse. A horse. Now, I'm in a Honda CRV. This horse is way taller than my car. And it was running full speed. I guess it got loose. There's a lot of farmland out here, because this is considered like the suburban area. I live closer to the downtown area of the small town. If y'all have ever seen the show In the Heat of the Night, it's similar to that. It's not as slow because we do have a lot of shopping. Like, we do have like a Ulta and a Walmart and a Target and all that stuff in the city that I live in. But when you leave that like metropolitan area, and I say that in air quotes because it's very, very small compared to Chicago, where I'm from. When you leave that downtown area, you're kind of like in the suburbs on these 2-lane streets and roads or whatever. So a lot of people have farmland and they have horses and cows and chickens and things like that. So I guess somebody's goddamn horse got loose. So I'm not going back down that way. I'm gonna go down this way and I'm gonna cut over. I'm gonna go back the other way. But yeah, y'all, that was scary. I pray that the horse is okay. I pray that didn't nobody wreck. I called the non-emergency line and reported so that hopefully somebody can catch the horse and it can go back to its rightful owner. Usually down here they don't euthanize the animals. They try to catch them and find out like where they came from. A lot of times, because it's small town, people will be like, oh, that's so-and-so's horse. Like, they'll recognize the horse, or if the horse has identifying tags or whatever on them, they'll return it. Like, it's such small town, like, somebody might know who horse it is. Like, they might be like, oh, that's Mr. King's horse. Oh, okay. We just need to call him so he can come, get his pickup truck and... If you are wondering why I'm walking outside of my apartments, it's because my son, my wonderful senior, firstborn love of my life, forgot. Good morning. Oh, thank you. I feel bummy. I feel bummy. Yeah. I feel raggedy. I got on jogging pants. Oh, thank you. You have a good morning. That was my neighbor. Remember I told y'all on my other vlog that I have the nicest neighbors? He said I was looking good. I done lost some weight. Like I said, y'all, I was 253 pounds at the beginning of the year. And at last check, I was 214. I don't know what I am now. I don't even own a scale. My beautiful, amazing child forgot this. This is his project. Apparently, he's supposed to work on it, I guess, on a daily basis or whatever. And he's like, it fell out of my bag. Can you get my project? And I'm thinking he's going to say it's in the car. And, I mean, even though I made it home, he didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? This joker talk about it's on the floor in my room next to my bed. So either way, I would have had to come all the way back home. But he really needs this project. And he was sleepy because, like I said, we did his hair last night. So, needless to say, I am using more gas to make a second trip across the county to take this up there. And I had to go and freshen up and change my pants because I had on leggings and I got on, it's not a crop top, but I guess it's considered like a short t-shirt, and I had on leggings and I had on this jacket. So I changed, I put on jogging pants because I done lost some weight, but I ain't small enough to be, my booty was out. But when I say my booty was out, I mean like my shirt wasn't covering my butt. I'm not finna go up to my high schooler school like that. Y'all know I ran out the house this morning because we weren't running late, but later than I like to be. So, but everybody got to where they need to be on time. It is now 8:42. My mouth is just chit chatter. Just say the meat is just that was my orthopedist calling. Basically, they told me just keep the same appointment that I have right now and just to ice and elevate my foot. I'm so frustrated because I'm supposed to work out and I can't work out, and I'm trying to stay in shape and I'm trying to do 50 million things and I'm in pain. Y'all, everybody thinks being on workers' comp, being off of work is like this cakewalk and it's fun. Well, at least you don't have to work and you still get paid. I'll just say a prayer. And subscribe to my channel because that's how you can help me. A lot of people ask, how can they help me and my kids? You can subscribe to my channel and follow me on all your social media platforms. Here, TikTok, Instagram, X, and Facebook. Anyway, I know blessings are coming my way because there's no way, and I'm not even going to say I'm going through all this hell because I'm not going through hell. I'm just going through a little bit of a, I can't even call it a rough patch. It's just a lot of stokes are in the fire at one time. This is not necessarily pertaining to me, but this was a conversation I was having with a friend of mine. So, when you are dating, for me, what I feel like dating is, you are getting to know somebody before you become exclusive. And I think there's two types of dating. Now, you can go into it dating someone but not necessarily claiming them, this my man, this my girl, but we have an understanding that we're only dealing with each other. Or you can be in a dating situation where it's like, I'm dating you and I'm also trying to see about other people too. Not like you outside, but like you just upfront, like I'm dating around to see what I want. My thing is, how do you date? I feel like if you're gonna be in the dating pool and dating around, you let people know upfront. Personally, when I choose to date anybody, if I'm dating you, 9 times out of 10, I'm not dating other people. I'm in my mid-40s, so I'm very selective with who I even choose to talk to. So if I say I'm dating you or we're talking, that means that we only talking to each other and we're trying to see if we want to get to the point of making it official. I feel like until we put a title on it, we kind of like in a situationship. I was still in my 20s. Oh yeah, because I definitely dated around in my 20s. My sister, she called me. It was the afternoon. She called me on a Saturday, and I was just waking up from hanging out the night before. And she's like, "Hey girl, what you doing?" I was like, "I'm getting ready to go to lunch." And she's like, "Oh, for real?" She was like, "What you did last night?" Yeah, I did have a good night. Went to the club. It used to be IHOP in Buckhead. And me and some homegirls had met up with these dudes, and they took us to get something to eat. Exchange numbers. I was getting up to take a shower and get dressed to go to lunch with a whole nother dude. And all I was doing was dating. Like, I don't even think I had kissed either of these guys. Like, because the guy from breakfast, I had just met him, so definitely didn't kiss him. And the guy I was going to lunch with, I think we had met a couple of times and hung out. Little bar dates and darts. Like, so you must really like this dude. I was like, yeah, I was like, he ain't as nice as the dude I'm finna go to dinner with. Because, baby, I had a dinner date with a different dude. So I literally went on 3 different dates with 3 different guys in one day. The dude I went to breakfast with, we went to like IHOP. The dude I went to lunch with, we might have went to like a TGI Fridays. Ended up going to dinner with somebody else. We went to Justin's. Eddie used to have a restaurant in Atlanta called Justin's. A homegirl of mine was dating this guy that was being scouted for basketball. 7 feet tall. A superstar. It was like walking around with Shaq. And they were trying to scout him like the B League. Is that what they call it? Whatever what's under the NBA, like the practice league or whatever. They were trying to scout him for that. He had played in college. I think he had dropped out, but he was so tall that people were still trying to scout him. I was hanging out with the guy that was trying to scout him. The guy was an older guy, and I'm gonna just be honest, I was in my 20s and I'm not perfect. The man was married. I never kissed this man. It wasn't nothing like that. It literally was like I was a fourth because he didn't want to be a third wheel, and he liked my company. So he literally would pay for everything. Didn't ask me for nothing in return. The dude had a Porsche. I think about scouting athletes, different people would meet up with you and try to woo you. So they take you to nice restaurants to meet up with people. They take you to strip clubs if you're of age. They take you to the nightclubs and whatever. So we were going everywhere, VIP, everything. Never waiting in line. Like, everybody's waiting in line around the corner. We walking past y'all and we going right in. And we going straight to the VIP with bottle service. And he would just be like, want to tag along? Heck yeah. Y'all going to what is the little restaurant? Ruth Chris and Papados and oh shoot, it's another restaurant. Oh God, like Papados, Papacito, all that stuff was like basic to this guy. Justin's was basic. So I remember one night he was like, "You hungry? We going to a dinner and I don't want to go by myself." He was like separated from his wife. I'll never forget, he told me that he was married to this Indian lady. He was like, I went to India and I fell in love with this lady and she suckered me for a green card. Not my words, his. And he was like, and then she suckered me into taking care of her mama. So basically the woman brought her whole family over on his dime. And he was like, I'm trying to get out of it, but there was no prenup. This and it was crazy. So he's like, I just like to get out of the house. I don't want nothing from you. I just like to get out of the house. And he was one of those dudes that I felt like he was older and he was kind of stuffy a little bit because he was kind of in the business world. He was an older Caucasian man. Really nice, really sweet. I mean, really didn't want nothing from me. Just cool. Just laid back and cool. And would just be like, put on something nice and we come to get you. Okay. All right. He would come get me in his Porsche. And my homegirl and the dude would be in their car. And we would, just go hang out, man. And it was so much fun. And I loved it because of the fact that he paid for everything. So instead of drinking like, you know, water with lemon because we was all poor. You know, when you go to the restaurant, you be trying to be fancy, so you spend money on your entree, you get the water with lemon, and you ask for a sugar packet. Don't shame me, because I know y'all have done it too. We were drinking Prosecco, you know what I'm saying? We were drinking Moet and Chandon. Like, it was just, it was a time. But I remember that day, I went to IHOP with one person. I went to I want to say it was a TGI Fridays or something like that with another person. And then I ended up going to Justin's that night with that guy. And he picked me up in his Porsche. And my sister was like, girl, you are living the life. Hello again, and welcome to Car Rider Chronicles. No, I'm just joking, y'all. But I'm sitting in the car riding line at my little school, waiting for him to get out. And then we are leaving here, and we are going to get big. And